So today I'm going to show you a tip on something I call the upside down campfire. This is a great method of building a fire, whether you're out camping, at the fireplace at home, anytime you're building a fire that you don't want to touch. So in reality, either you're going to love this tip or hate it, because it requires you to never touch the campfire. So the way to start it out is take your largest logs. This is kind of the opposite of how you build a traditional campfire, where you kind of start small and build up and add larger wood. You actually start with the larger wood. And what you want to do is make sure that the wood is packed as tight as you can. Almost start to compare this to like mason work, right? Where you're putting things in as tightly as you can to build a really solid foundation. So you're going to add all your larger wood. Like I said, you're going to make this base so it doesn't move around and there's not a lot of airflow in between. So you pack it in really tight so that you've got your great base going on. Next, you're going to add your smaller wood. Kind of your kindling is going to go on opposite. So almost like you're building this log cabin type of a structure. Keep adding on to it. And what I'm doing today is I'm going to build kind of a smaller version of this upside down campfire. I've seen, and we've actually had experience with building fires that are 2 feet tall. Building a fire that you could literally burn for 3 hours without having to touch it. So again, I've got my larger wood on the bottom, packed in really tight. I've got my next kind of smaller size kindling that I put on top of that. And then what I'm going to do is start to add kind of the really smaller stuff up here on top so that the fire can catch. The idea is that this fire burns down, and if you really like playing with fire, this probably isn't the right fire for you. But if you want to be able to build a fire that you can set, light it on fire, and be able to enjoy a campfire all night, perfect. So again, smaller stuff keeps going on top of that. And then I like to use, it's not cheating, but I like to use a fire starter. These are compressed cedar. Starts burning real easily and gets your campfire up and going. Plus you can bring them to the campsite with you and not have to worry about wet tinder. So place that on top. And what I'm going to do, put my gloves on here. I'm using a Bernzomatic torch to get this fire going. I bring 1 pound propane cylinders with me when I'm out camping. And what I do then is just bring the additional Bernzomatic torch head along with me, and add it on to, just attach it to the cylinder that I'm already bringing. This is a Bernzomatic 2301. And what it does is it's just got an automatic ignition starter on it. Just a trigger start, so I don't have to worry about bringing an additional, Bic lighter or something like that along with. So, turn the gas on, get it going, hit my fire starter. You can see that it goes up really quick. Give it a little help all the way around. Get my smaller stuff going. And so as this fire starts to burn, a fire this size will likely burn for, hour and a half, 2 hours without having to do anything to it. I don't have to add any wood to it. I can sit back and just enjoy my campfire. So that's my tip on the upside down campfire.